missing off the very top. Okay, above myocardium, put in epi. Epicardium is the outside covering of the heart. That's why it's shining. The myocardium is the thick muscle throughout the wall. What side is the myocardium thicker on, the right side or the left side? The left side. Okay, so when you get the heart, there will be two cuts. One cut on the left side and one cut on the right side. You could tell which side is the left side because it will have a much thicker myocardium. Okay, this is your left side. This is your right side. Okay, see the difference in the wall? Okay. The endocardium is what makes the inside shining. Covers the whole inside. The entire inside. The atrioventricular sulcus. Between the atria and the ventricles. It's a diagonal line that goes across the front of the heart. If you flip the hearts over to the back, that line going down the center of the back is the interventricular sulcus. The auricles are the flaps on top of the heart. Some of the hearts in that bucket don't have auricles because I have to cut them off in order for you to see the openings. Okay? So some of them won't have an auricle, but auricles sit on the top. Now, I had you draw a line from superior vena cava down. Okay? That's all on the right side of the heart. So how do I find out which is the right side of the heart? The thinner side, okay? So I look at this side, I look at this side, okay? The first one is my thinner side. So this is the right side of the heart. What direction does the superior vena cava come from? From the top. So if you put the probe in and straight up, that's the superior vena cava. Do you see in the back of the atria how there are two dots, or two holes, sitting in the back of the atria? You see them? Yes? The one on top is your inferior vena cava. The one on the bottom is your coronary sinus. Okay? So, here is your inferior vena cava. The hole right below that is your coronary sinus. Now, your coronary sinus does not come out of the heart. Okay? It stays within the epicardium. Please do not pop a hole in the coronary sinus. Please and thank you. Okay? You can see it in the tissue. Okay? As long as it's in there, that's all that I care. Okay? So now all three of those go to the right atrium. Here's your right atrium. Right beneath the right atrium, you have a tricuspid valve. How many cusps does a tricuspid valve have? 3. 1, 2, 3. See them? 1, 2, 3. Okay? When the tricuspid valve is closed, that's what it looks like. 4th cut. I cut it in half so you can see it flaps open. That's what it looks like closed. Okay? So attached to the tricuspid valve, you have the strings of the heart called the chordae tendineae. Please don't snap them off. Okay? And where all the chordae tendineae attach at the bottom is your papillary muscle. From the papillary muscles down, this entire bottom section is the right ventricle. Now, what direction does the pulmonary trunk go? How does it leave the right side of the heart? It goes up and out. So, you have to put the probe on the right side of the right ventricle and go up. And you will come out of the pulmonary trunk. Okay, it cuts across diagonal across the heart. Okay, if you look inside, you can see the pulmonary valve. Okay. After the pulmonary trunk, the blood goes to the lungs. It comes back through 4 pulmonary veins to the left side of the heart. It's very unlikely that you will be able to find all 4 pulmonary veins because of how the heart needs to be cut. So if you open up the left side of the heart and you direct the probes upward, you will come out of a pulmonary vein. Okay? There's your pulmonary vein. There was one here. Well, these were probably 2. There's one here, and the other one was probably here and got cut open. Okay? So there's 4 pulmonary veins. And they empty into your left atrium. And right beneath your left atrium, you have another atrioventricular valve. Okay? The bicuspid valve, 2 cusps. Here's 1, here's 2. Okay? And just like the tricuspid, they have the strings, the chordae tendineae, and they attach to papillary muscles. Okay? This entire bottom section is the left ventricle. And you see how ugly inside of the left ventricle looks? It looks like dead tree branches. That is the trabeculae carnae. Now, how do you leave the left ventricle? Through the aorta. What direction does the aorta go? Up. Okay? So, in order to find the aorta, the probe goes up behind the bicuspid valve and straight up. Okay? That's your aorta. Now, I'm going to say this one time, and I guarantee you will all do it, but don't ask me a question if you do it. Do not try and stick the probe into all of these holes from the outside and go, what's this one? What's this one? It's not going to help you. You have to do it from the inside out, or else you're not going to be able to identify anything up here. Okay? One thing I want to point out to you, because it causes a lot of confusion. If you are in the aorta, okay, you can go in the aorta this way, or this way, or this way, because once the aorta leaves the heart, all of the branches to the rest of the body come off of it. So, what you see here, if you go up behind the bicuspid valve, and you're coming out of 4 different places, those are just branches off the aorta, so it doesn't matter which one you are in. Okay? Any questions? Okay? Alright. Grab a heart. If it's not cut, don't take that one, but the ones on the top should all be cut from yesterday. And take a probe.